You think you know what's happening in Washington right now? You think the John Bolton raid was just another Friday morning news story? Well, you're about to discover that what happened at 7 a.m. Friday isn't just about one former national security advisor getting his comeuppance. You'll soon discover that this raid represents the opening shot in what could be the largest accountability campaign the swamp has ever seen. We're talking about a systematic takedown of the deep state apparatus that's been operating with impunity for decades. And it's about time. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back. So look, if you like our videos already and you haven't done so, you should become a subscriber to the channel. You can hit the notification bell and smack the like button because it helps us get our message out to more people. Also, you'll be reminded every time we put out a new video, and thank you. All right, so John Bolton. If ever there was a deep stater that I wanted to see go down, it was bombing Bolton. What the press isn't telling you is that while they are busy obsessing over the raid itself, they're ignoring the bigger story of what's really happening behind it. Instead of this just being about John Bolton finally getting what's coming to him, this is Trump and Kash Patel sending the clearest possible message to every single member of the DC establishment that spent 8 long years trying to destroy Trump. The message is your time is up, and one by one, every last one of you will be held accountable. The old days of being above the law because you had the right friends, well, that's done. It's over. Finished. Bolton is just the first domino to go, guys, but what comes next will shock you to your core. Because there are going to be plenty more raids. Here's what actually happened. So at exactly 7 a.m. on Friday morning, FBI agents descended on Bolton's Bethesda home, search warrants in hand, and they didn't just stop there. They went through everything, his house, his DC office, every corner of his operation. He turned them upside down. Reports say that they left with computer equipment, including a desktop CPU that held sensitive data, boxes of materials from both his home and office, plus documents and files. Nobody knows the full list yet, but the purpose is clear. The whole search was tied to classified documents investigators believe Bolton mishandled or kept when he wasn't supposed to. And that's where it gets interesting, guys, because this isn't just about paperwork anymore. This is about something much, much more sinister. At the center of this is Bolton's 2020 tell-all book. You remember the one designed to sabotage Trump's re-election campaign? The irony here is almost too perfect, don't you think? He tried to hurt Trump with that book, but in the process, he may have stuffed it with classified information that he wasn't supposed to. See, the thing is, if you're a former employee of an administration, especially in security, because you should know better, right? And you want to do a tell-all book, you have to go through the National Security Council, and they have to okay that book because they got to go through it and see if you've got any classified information in there or things that the administration doesn't want to get out anyway. Well, not only did Bolton not do that, but he didn't even think about going there. So the FBI even has emails suggesting that Bolton was working on the manuscript while he was still at the White House. You know, not only that, he shared sections with publishing representatives before they got approved by the national security officials. And here's the thing. Reports now say CIA Director John Ratcliffe handed FBI Director Kash Patel information about overseas intelligence that Bolton wasn't supposed to even have. The details are still pretty fuzzy, but you get the idea, right? This is big. I mean, it's really big. This is the kind of evidence that destroys careers and sends people to federal prison for decades. Even legal experts like Jonathan Turley, they're saying that Bolton's in real danger here. I mean, if you mishandle classified documents, you leak them and then turn around and publish them for profit, you're facing the possibility of decades behind bars. Bolton is beyond trouble. Guys, he's in very serious legal jeopardy. Now give this a watch.
Jonathan, I remember when Mar-a-Lago was raided and Melania had said that they even went through her closet, they went through her drawers. It can be very intrusive, but I know when you're the FBI and you're looking for any evidence, you have to look everywhere. He's been accused of using classified information in his book that he wrote in 2020. Do you know what was in that book, what classified information he wasn't supposed to share?
Yeah, that's what is intriguing here, because these are long-standing allegations that the book indicated or referenced classified material that he may have acquired when he was in the administration. We're not clear as to what that is, but it would suggest that it could be national defense information. The reason that's important is that creates a heightened potential penalty. So you can have penalties that range from 5 to 20 years. 20 years tends to be the sentences for concealing information, obstructing justice. Simply having classified information can weigh in at about 10 years. And there are often multiple counts because each of those documents can be charged separately.
Unless, of course, your name is Joe Biden and you were a vice president and a senator when you had classified documents, which you had no right to have them, and nothing will happen. But this is serious.
So there is a strange history here. So you had these allegations coming out as early as the first Trump administration. Then there was an allegation that the Biden administration essentially scuttled a further look at this case.
Right.
And now we have this new development. But we really don't know if there's something that has occurred most recently, whether they uncovered something that they believe is sort of evergreen, that this is still a viable criminal case.
And guys, this is why this really matters. This is not just about one man, okay? This is about a bigger shift. Here's what the mainstream media doesn't want to tell you to understand about what's really happening. The raid is the first real shot at what people call the deep state, the permanent Washington crowd who think that they're untouchable, the felony leakers, if you will, the ones cashing in with CNN and MSNBC gigs and books full of secrets. Bolton is more than just another former official. He's the face of the military-industrial complex. They even call him Bombing Bolton because for him, the answer to everything is more war, more bombing, more forever war conflicts that make defense contractors rich while American soldiers, our kids, come home in coffins or with PTSD and or missing limbs. That's what he stands for. Trump only brought him on in the first place to throw a bone at the damn neocons. I mean, he figured out fast that Bolton cared more about pushing World War III than about America first, so he fired him. Bolton never got over that. Bolton's story is only the start. His corruption runs deep. And if the charges stick, he'll have every incentive to talk. Oh, Bolton is going to talk. And when he does, a lot of powerful people are going to be dragged down with him. And it's not just Bolton. We now know James Comey is being investigated. John Brennan as well, former CIA director. Actually an avowed communist. From the looks of it, the Clintons are next on Kash Patel's list. Patel even revealed that Comey personally authorized leaks of classified documents before the 2016 election. Yeah, they got the receipts. Now, I know what you're thinking. Nothing's going to happen to these people. I thought it too, but guys, things are moving now. It's not just talk. You see that? They raided Bolton's house. He's just the first in the domino effect. Now, this is the house cleaning that Washington should have seen years ago. I mean, for far too long, these people broke the law, pocketed money, and thought they were safe because they belonged to the club. Well, as of 7 a.m. Wednesday, the club got a wake-up call. And the wake-up call is just beginning. This is why elections matter, guys. And you know what? You did this. You brought this on because of the way you voted. Good for you. This is why getting Trump back in the White House matters. And this is why putting people like Kash Patel in real positions of power matters. Because for years, we lived under a two-tier system where conservatives get hammered and liberals just walk free. Well, guess what? That ends now. The media will try to frame it as Trump's revenge. As he's weaponizing the DOJ. Can you believe this? After they said nothing like that about the Biden administration. You know, all the usual talking points they're going to throw out there. But the simple truth is that this is equal justice under the law at last. And it only happened because of what you did on November 5th. So thank you very much. So don't miss the bigger picture. The Bolton raid, This is only the first step. The swamp is finally starting to drain, guys, and watching it happen is awesome. Look, what we're witnessing isn't just the downfall of John Bolton. It's the beginning of the most significant accountability moment in modern American political history. For decades, the D.C. establishment operated under the assumption that they were untouchable, that their connections would protect them from consequences. Well, that era is over. Trump and Kash Patel just fired the opening shot in what promises to be a systematic restoration of equal justice under the law. Bolton was the appetizer, the beginning. Oh, that main course is coming. And for the first time in years, we can actually be optimistic that the two-tier justice system that has plagued this country is finally going to crumble. Justice is coming, guys. Accountability is here. And the swamp is about to get a whole lot smaller. All right, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.